Okay, so guess what time it is? It's time to introduce you to one more amazing, amazing woman who is also a client and a friend and a colleague, and the list goes on. So I'm going to let Barbara tell you who she is, what she's doing, and why she's doing it.
Oh, wow. Thank you, Judy. First of all, back at you with all of those things. I really have enjoyed my time with you over the last, I guess it's been a year or two now,
Mhm.
a long time, in this world that we live in now. But what I do actually, first of all, I'm a mom. And that is my favorite thing in the world. But my children are grown now. And while they were growing, I became a publisher. I create scavenger hunts and books. It's a series. This is my latest one. It's called the Lookbook Hometown, and it has scavenger hunts within the book. So it is a opportunity for families to get out and enjoy time together in a focused way that they can all participate. And when I say mom first, that's because that's where the idea came from. I was on a brownie trip with my daughter and needed something to keep the girls occupied and focused. And I created a little black and white scavenger hunt. And from that, created the lookbook series. And the other thing that I created too, I manufactured this guy.
I love that.
And he is actually on the front of the books now. And he has his own little app where he comes to life in augmented reality, which is really fun because he becomes basically a cartoon character on your phone. I'm trying to I just really enjoy what I do. I enjoy researching, I enjoy creating, and the fact that I taught myself everything that I do.
That's awesome.
Really fun.
So I know that you love, love, love what you do because you've told me that so many times. You love. What's the one thing that brings you joy when you do this? What do you love most about this?
I would say I love how it's bringing families together.
Mm-hmm.
I think that the family unit is so important, regardless of whether there's a mother or there's a father or whether there's a grandparent or whatever it is. It brings everybody together, exploring. And my book has started in the East Coast, but is spreading. And now I'm doing what's called a hometown series because people are staying closer to home. And the next book that I'm releasing will be the hometown nature walk so that we can do it literally right in your backyard. So I'm very excited about that. But I think that's what I enjoy the most is imagining families doing these scavenger hunts together and really enjoying time together. And I also like the travel.
I know, yes. I was just thinking as you were saying all of that, and when you were talking about your daughter and the brownies and the Girl Scouts and so on, one of the things that you did for us when you were part of my roundtable is you created a scavenger hunt for us as adults, and it was so much fun and it was so enlightening. Tell us what's the value of a scavenger hunt? Why do people love to do this?
Well, one, it's fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it teaches you about where you are. It teaches about, I think in the scavenger hunt I did with the group, we learned about each other.
Right.
Because we actually did that virtually. It was during that time when nobody could go out, and we did it virtually, and we learned so much about each other. And then didn't you find too that you learned things about yourself that you didn't know?
Yes, and about how we were connected to certain things, and like right around you, how you were connected to that, how important it was. I loved it. Loved it.
Yeah, it's a learning opportunity in many, many ways, whether it's the place you're visiting or whether it's the people you're with. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yes.
it was amazing. Yes, I love scavenger hunts. And when somebody asks me for something and I know where it is, but I know I can't get to it, or I can't reach it, I'm like, okay, can I point the camera there? So, we're in a new year. We're almost done with the second month, which is kind of crazy. So what's the one thing that you are extremely focused on for 2022?
I'd say a new venture that I can't share with you yet. Stay tuned.
But I'm very focused on it.
I'm very focused on it, but it's something it's in the works, and it has to do with several different elements. But the interesting thing is they all came out of my business, even though they're not the lookbook. They're other things. They came out of my business, and a lot of it came from you too, Judy. The people that you connected me to and the ideas that I came up with. So I'm very excited about that. I know it sounds terrible. I can't share with you what it is, but I want you to stay tuned and see and watch and see what happens in the next few years of my life. And as far as the book, it's expanding, being able now to go places and see new things and learn more. I'm really interested in that. I think it's been a hard time the last couple of years for everybody, just kind of staying where they are and, not making the choices that we want to all the time. And I'm really looking forward to that in 2022.
Awesome. Awesome. Okay. So let's pretend magic wand. Here it is. Your perfect person, your perfect client, your ideal person is listening to you right now. What do you want to say to them?
Hi, Mom. First of all, I would say that those are the most important customers, clients that I have. They know how important, as dads do too, but of course we're both moms, so we'll look at it from a mom's perspective,
Mhm.
how important time together is and how quickly it goes. And the fact that you want everybody to enjoy what they're doing, right? You want everybody to be focused. And I feel my scavenger hunts actually do that. I actually feel that they really do that for families. And it's a learning opportunity as well. And now that I started a new series called Look, Listen, and Learn. And it is my books, but I'm expanding on them. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to give more information from my books so that people can actually have a better experience. They do the
Mhm.
scavenger hunt, but then I'm going to do some readings from other authors about the subject that are in my books. One of the things that I've gotten feedback on from moms, so if I'm speaking to the moms, is that they wanted a little bit more. Like we all need more help, right? And that's what I feel that my new client would get from me at this point.
Yeah. Yeah.
Clients too, it's
Yeah.
all good. But the moms is who I'm really speaking to because, because I'm a mom, I guess.
Well, and sometimes, you bring us to a point and then we're trying to figure out, okay, what do I do next? And when you make it easy for somebody to say, okay, so now we're going to read here, or now we're going to look for this, or now we're going to do this, it makes it so much easier. It's almost like when you are invited to somebody's radio show or podcast and you bring talking points, so they don't have to think like, hey, what am I supposed to say here? What am I supposed to do here? You just make it easier. And that's what business is all about, as we know, to make it easier for the other person. So I think that's exactly what you're doing. I love that.
As you do, Judy.
Oh, you're so sweet. So sweet. Okay, so you are a woman in business and you've done lots of different things. And over the last couple of years, you've definitely grown and pulled yourself out of your comfort zone like crazy. So what do you want to say to some women? What piece of advice can you give them?
One, be patient with yourself. That's
Mhm.
the first thing. And set goals. And one of the major goals you need to set from a business perspective is a financial goal. Be specific. What is it you really want to accomplish? I wish someone had told me that in the beginning, but I've learned it along the way. So that's what I'd like to pass along.
How important is that?
I think it's really everything, Judy. And do you know who taught me that?
Mm-mm.
You.
Oh my goodness. Look, see, learn.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
No, but be, like really real here, because I don't think that people understand why they need to know their numbers and why they need to really have a specific goal. Because a lot of times people will say, well, I just made X amount of money, so I'm good now. But they didn't factor in expenses and they didn't factor in, any marketing, and they didn't factor in anything. So you don't have this really. So why is it so important? What happens to your business if you don't know it?
I was just going to say that. That's the thing is like, hopefully you go into a business that you love to do, which is what
Mhm.
I've done. But also we're in business to make money. I know that doesn't sound right in a way, but that's really why you're in business. You're in business to make money because we all need to feed our families, feed ourselves, house ourselves
Mhm,
and
mhm.
go forward with things like that. So, but if you can do it and enjoy it, that's awesome. But you also have to think about where you're going with it financially. That's really important.
Yeah, absolutely. One of my coaches told me a long, long time ago, she said that when she stopped being the worker bee, which is what we all are, and put a different hat on and became the hat as the CEO of our company, then she saw things differently. Because what is the CEO's one responsibility? It's to bring revenue in. And unless you're a nonprofit and you're not bringing money in, that's okay. But a lot of us are for-profit companies. So did you have to change your mindset about the finances or what?
Absolutely. Yes. Not that, I was looking at the numbers and approaching the numbers and thinking about it, but it, you have to think about each time you do something, why you're doing it and where that's going to lead
Yeah,
financially.
yeah. And now it's all part of your plan, right?
It absolutely is. Yep.
Well,
2022.
the year of the plan.
Yeah, for everybody, I think. I
Yeah,
think we all had to shift and do different things to figure out where it is we wanted to go. I think we were given that opportunity to slow down, right,
yeah,
in the beginning,
yeah.
and now we need to continue working, but with that pace that we've been enjoying.
Well, I think the saying is slow down so you can speed up.
Yeah, maybe that's what's happening.
Yeah, because you slowed down, you took a look and saw, okay, this is working, this is not, let's move, let's shift, let's pivot, whatever words you want to use. And now we can speed up because now we've identified and narrowed it down and just keep going forward.
How important looking is, right?
Gotta look, you gotta look, you gotta look, especially put those two big O's on there.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And you could just show your head
Look,
again, that would be good.
listen and learn, right?
Yep.
Look, listen and learn.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So I know there's people that want to connect with you. I know there's moms, I know there's dads, I know there's people that are in different cities. They want to know when's it coming to a city for them. So what's the best way to connect with you?
Well, we have a website, of course, that is thelookbookhunt.com. And as well, we're on Instagram and we're on Facebook. And I personally am on Twitter and LinkedIn at Barbara Tibbetts. Barbara, Barbara, because we can spell it lots of different ways, and Tibbetts, Tibbetts. That's where you can connect with me. And I'd love to talk to people who are trying to write a book. I'm happy to share what I've learned because I'm a self-taught publisher, absolutely. And I can show you the best way to accomplish your goal as far as that goes. But if you're also looking to have a fun family outing, take a look at our website.
Absolutely.
At lookbookhunt.com.
And I will tell you that Barbara makes it very easy. She makes it very fun. And, the information is great. It really is great. And it's wonderful. It's a wonderful way for families to do things together. And I think one of the biggest advantages of the last 2 years is that families learned how to be together again, whether it's having a meal, whether it's going out, whatever it is. And this is a perfect way to continue that. So I'm excited for you, Barbara. I can't wait to see what happens in 2022.
Back at you, Judy.
Okay, and thank you so much. And we will talk to you at another point and get an update on what you can't tell us.
Thank you, Judy. Have a great day.